Hi, this is Donna. Welcome to DG Paper Crafts. Today we're going to be making this super cute handbag gift bag. So let's get started. Start with one piece of cardstock which is 11 inches by 6 inches and score at 4.5 inches and 6.5 inches. Burnish the score lines. And this is going to give us the wraparound sides for our mini gift bag. Now what I want to do is emboss these two panels. I've run the cardstock through an embossing folder. So I've wrapped this panel in an embossing folder, run it through and then done the same with this. And this has given me this nice star effect on the outside. So we're now going to create our side panels and just strengthen our base. For the inner panel, we need a piece which is 10.5 by 3 and we want to score at 1/2 inch and 2 5/8, and along the long side we're going to score at 2.5 inches and 7.5 inches. Cut up each of the score lines within the tabs. Once you've cut up each of the score lines, cut wedges into each of the tabs and at the ends. Now what I'm going to do is lightly mark with a pencil 1/2 inch in so that I can make sure that as near as possible my tray is central. I'm going to add construction glue to the bottom of the tray just to add some additional strength, and I'm going to sit that squarely against my pencil marks, and I want to make sure that my sides of the bag still come up and are not impeded in any way. So once the bottom of the tray is adhered, we want to make sure that these side panels are crisply burnished. This portion of the bag will be seen, so I do need to get rid of that glue. So I'm going to work on one side of the bag at a time, and I'm going to use quick grab glue for this. I'm going to add glue to my tabs. I'm going to fold the side up, fold my end panel in, try and get those sitting as squarely as possible, and then do the same on the other side. So I've adhered the glue to the opposite tabs, and I'm now going to bring the side panel over. So we've effectively got a high-sided tray with an outer cover. I'm going to go in with my score tool, just push down on the tabs just to make sure that glue sticks properly. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and I'm now going to get on with my embellishments. For the bag embellishments, I've cut a strip which is 1.5 inches wide and the full length of an A4 sheet of paper. I then fold that in half and glue that together. I've folded over the ends by 1 inch and threaded on a jump ring, and I've done that on both handles. So I'm now going to make the elements which will sit on the either side of the jump ring, which will enable me to attach it to the bag. So I've cut 4 pieces of black cardstock, which are 1 inch by 2 inches. Along the 1 inch side, I'm going to make a pencil mark at 1/2 inch, and I'm going to do that at both ends. This is just to give me a guidance for the cut line. Along the 2 inch side, I'm going to mark at 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And once I've made one, I can use this as a template for the others and just cut around 1/2 inch. And I'm going to fold the cardstock over lightly, not completely folding it in half. I'm just using this as a guidance. I want to place it back into my scoreboard. I'll mark at 1/8 of an inch and a pencil mark at 7/8 of an inch, like so. So I'm keeping my 2 pieces together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up from the bottom point up to the right hand pencil mark. Do the same on the other side, and then I'm going to cut from the 1/8 of an inch pencil mark down to the point and up to the point. Now I can just fold this back on itself to get the non-pencil mark side. What's going to happen is this is going to fold, this is going to fit through the ring, and this will be adhered here to attach it to the bag. And I'm going to make my other 3 pieces in exactly the same way, and then I'll come back. Here's the finished bag. It's got a super cute look about it. I've added some photo corners which I found in my stash onto the 4 corners here. I've added the 2 handles using some brads, and I've covered the inside of the brads with some circle discs. I've added a simple bar across the top, and this piece has got a magnet inside, and then there's a magnet stuck here so the bag shuts like so. I think the only thing I would do differently is I would place my handles higher so that the start of the ring was nearer the top of the bag, because the handles do pull out slightly and it does cause a bit of a bow. But overall, I think it's a really cute looking little bag, and you could certainly size it up to suit your gift. This one, the inner tray would measure 5 inches, and it's 2 inches wide and 4.5 inches high. So there, that's today's project. I would possibly put something, a little silver embellishment or something there to hide the magnet. But overall, I'm really happy how it's come out. If you've enjoyed watching the video, please give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the notification bell to see more videos as they come out. Until next time, thanks for watching.